Disclaimer before I start this video. You cannot change the size of your wrists. I don't care what anybody on this planet says. I don't care what web page, no YouTube video. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care. You cannot change the size of your wrists, nor can you change the size of your hands. You can't, there's no such thing as swole hands. Okay, nigga, if you could get swole hands, half of y'all will be walking around with freaking balloons in your damn attached to your damn arms because you beat your meat too damn much instead of exercising. Speaking of exercising, you decided to beat your meat instead of exercising, didn't you? Again, only part of your body, only muscle on your body that's getting blood flow is your meat. Not your arms, not your hands, not your biceps, nothing. Your meat. That's it. I just want to really point out that there are not that many, there's not that much muscle in your fingers anyways, or your hands. I mean, this part of your thumb gets a bit bigger. But dude, come on, bro. Like, that stuff, this stuff stays exactly the same. I'm dead ass serious. I am currently 20 years old. My wrists have stayed the same size since I was 9 years old. I've always gotten taller. Duh, like I'm not a midget. But then, no offense to anybody who is short. But I felt so, why did I say midget? Like, there's nothing wrong with you if you're short, all right? But you get what I was trying to say. I'm not short, but what I'm saying is my wrists have literally stayed the exact same size since I was like 10, 11 type shit. Like they don't grow. It's just bone. How can it grow? So you're probably thinking, why on earth should I care or pay attention to my forearms? Why should I care? Two reasons. Reason number one, pretty much, if not all, of your grip strength comes from your forearm. Do realize there are muscles and tendons in your forearms that allow you to move your hands like this. That's why when you move your fingers like this, you see the waving motion in your forearms and stuff. That's why your forearms get to moving and stuff like that, because there are muscles, tendons and stuff that pull your fingers that allow them to move. So guess what? If you work the muscles that are in here, then this action becomes stronger. It's sort of like it's sort of like a rope, basically. You can't pull a ship with dental floss. You can't pull a ship with dental floss. Dental floss will not hold a ship in place. That's why niggas use all that tied up wire and big ass ropes and stuff to hold it together. That's kind of how you gotta be. You gotta go from these skinny ass muscles and tendons to some thick ones. That's why you work the muscles in here. Also, at the same time, it also does kind of help with just, for example, like with me, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I was suffering from compression of the median nerve and the ulnar nerve that runs from here down your elbow up to your neck and to your brain. Those nerves were being compressed partially because I'm in this, because the thing is, when you lift weights, you're on your computer too much, or you play video games too much, or when you're on your keyboard too much, your hands tend to be in this very stiff position 24/7. They don't get a whole lot of movement, but they're always flexed. So they tend to become inflamed because they're always flexed and they're not really doing anything but being flexed. Like, imagine you just sit like this all day and you flex every muscle in your body as hard as you can. That's literally what it's like when you're playing video games all the time, but you don't really notice it because it's only in your forearm. Working that forearm helps to alleviate the pain and the inflammation in there because the muscle is being trained or it's being stimulated, released, or whatnot. So it helps out with that. You might not even need to work on your forearms because of muscle exercise. I said muscle exercises. What in the world am I freaking talking about? I have no macro bars. That's why I'm talking like this. I have no macro bars, and it is 12:43 at night. I got no macro bars. Through exercises like bicep curls, rows, or even deadlifts, you technically indirectly work your forearms, so you might not even need to worry about working forearms that much. But if you want to increase your grip strength, because like I said, all the strength and all the movement from your fingers come from your forearms. So why not work your forearms in order to get more leverage when you use them? So basically, the two things you need to know when it comes to this are these two simple things: flexion, extension. Flexion, extension. And just like every other part in your arm or every other limb in your body, when you flex one part or contract one part, the opposite side is relaxed. When you relax this side, This side's relaxed, this side is contracted. So guess what that means? We're going to be working on exercises to work the top and the bottom, because while one side is being worked on, the other side's being relaxed. Simple as that. So let's get into it right quick. So look, literally, if you're at home, you can easily do this if you're at your crib. Literally, take your resistance band, which I'll leave a link in the pinned comment to these resistance bands. So this is all you do. Take your resistance band as so. You can do this seated. I prefer you do this seated because you don't have to worry about your back or other parts of your body coming into play. So you can just sit down and do this. Or you can also do this with dumbbells. Literally, it's the same exact motion. You can do this with dumbbells. You can even do this with, I wouldn't recommend doing this with a barbell, but you can do this with dumbbells if you want to. Y'all see the arm though, right? I look cracked, bro. I look cracked, bro. But anyways, all you want to do is you want to stand on it like so. You grab it like this and shit. And you grab this shit, and then this is what you do. Like I said, flexion, extension, flexion, extension. You want the resistance to be when you're trying to flex in order to work this bottom side of your forearm. So this is the first exercise. They're literally just forearm curls. You take them, like I said, you step on them, and you just grab your wrist, and you just go back like this. The way you know you're working them is when you see how your forearm's moving back and forth like that. That's how you know you're working them. That's all you got to do. You can do them both. You could do one at a time. You could do two at a time. You could even do a dumbbell with the same motion, just like this. That's all you're doing. Instead of the whole bicep curl, you're just curling your wrist. It's almost like a bicep curl. That's why I call them forearm curls. They're literally the exact same thing. Then, like I said, when one side is relaxed, the other side is being flexed. So we're flexing this side. Now I got to work on this side, because when this is relaxed, this one's flexed. So all you're doing is literally you take the exact same thing, the exact same resistance band, and instead of going underhand to work the bottom side, you go overhand, flick backwards to work the top side. The way you'll know you're working your forearms, you know if you're working your forearms because you feel it, because you can see, look at that, look at that. You can see the muscles moving back and forth. My arms look crazy. Just look at that. My arms look crazy. Anyways, all you gotta do is for the second exercise, it's sort of like a reverse forearm curl. You do it backwards, right? To work the back side. That's what you want to do. You got your motorcycle, right? You know what I'm saying? You use rev now. You know what I'm saying? Just, you hit that. That was the lamest thing I've ever done on this YouTube channel. Please ignore the fact that I just did that. It's sort of like revving a motorcycle damn near, riding like handlebars on a bike and stuff. That's all you're doing. Just like this, right? This is what I want you to do. You've never isolated your forearms before, so this is what I want you to start with. Start with 3 sets of 10. You do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's not that much resistance because I'm just trying to do it fast, but that's 1 set. You want to do that 3 times to work the bottom of your forearms, which is this side right here. And then you want to do the same thing with the top of your forearms, just like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm goofy, so I want to make these videos. But basically, you want to do 10 reps for each set. 3 sets on each side, okay? That's all you're doing. Because like I said, you never isolated your forearms before, so don't go too crazy with this because you wake up and it'll be impossible for you to do any other exercise. Don't be stupid. Probably do these like every other day, because when you start doing them every day, guess what starts to happen? You do them every day, and then you start wondering, coming to my channel talking about some, I hit them every day, but I don't get any gains. Because you're not giving your body any time to recover. Hitting the muscle every single time does not give your body any opportunity to build muscle. So yeah, man, that's it for this forearm workout exercise. I just try to get bigger forearms. I'm out. Peace. I'm out. Peace.